What's popping? What's popping? What's popping, man? I had to get back to the Introvert Rockstar podcast because I actually miss doing these. I actually miss doing these, and since I'm back to YouTube every day, it's just right that I go back to doing the podcast and going live every day. But it's a lot I want to talk about, man. But happy Friday! I'm gonna try to get this video dropped by Friday night. Tonight. But sometimes I don't know, man. It be loading slow and stuff like that. But we go get to it, man. Happy Friday this weekend. Look, man, on this journey, your weekends really gotta be your turn up because it's easy to turn up on the weekend. Everybody partying, less traffic, less distractions. So your weekend really gotta be that big money. Your weekends really in any gig or job, your weekends is really where you make your quick big bag is on the weekends. And trucking and Uber, Lyft, the restaurant business, overtime, the weekend, man. So you gotta start falling in love and getting happy about, okay, this way I can get that big bag on the weekend. And look, we not just hustling to hustle, to stay at a job forever and stuff like that. We hustling because we got goals. We got a certain lifestyle that we want to live. Whether you want to live a fancy lifestyle, whether you want to live a lifestyle living in the woods, going fishing, that's up to you. But it's a certain lifestyle that every man, every woman wants to live, and we don't have to think that's far fetched. It's really how much energy you got, how much effort you gonna put into your vision. That's what it's all about. And once you can look in the mirror and say, damn, I control everything that's happening to me. If bad things happen to me, okay, let me work more. If I work more, a lot of bad stuff can't happen. I eliminate all that because now my vision is locked in. I'm locked into my vision, and that's very important, man. I always talk about having that vision for how you want your life to look. And I know a lot of this stuff is cliche, motivational shit, but honestly, in a world like this, in the world filled with bad news, negative news, bro, you need this type of shit daily. In a world where all YouTubers are talking about celebrities, talking about Diddy every day, bruh, people talk bad about Diddy so much that people are actually start to feel sorry for him. That's what happens. Every day you can't create bad content about somebody even though they did bad. Sooner or later, people gonna start feeling sorry for that person because guess what? We all have done some shit. People just know how to hide it better. That person, they just know how to hide it better. So how can you judge this man, even though he did wrong? How can you judge him? Oh, we just can't see what you doing, you know? So don't fall into this trap, man, with kicking while they down in life. I'm telling you, that's the worst thing you can do because guess what? Every dog has his day. You gonna have your day when you down. Do you want people kicking on you when you down? Nah. Yeah, we all gonna make a joke here and there. We human. But every day, come on, man. Every day, So with this life, man, when you really when you on your journey and when you got things you trying to accomplish, you really gotta put your feelings to the side. And I know, like in this time, they want, especially us men, they want us to be in tune with our feelings, but that's a trap. It's a trap. How many girls you meet, they told you, oh, before y'all was actually talking, be in tune with your feelings. You should cry. Have you ever cried in front of a woman? Or they call you the B word? Come on, bro. It's a trap. It's a trap. On your journey, man, some days you gonna feel sad. Some days you go feel guilty about some things you did in the past. Some days you gonna have regret. You cannot let that stop you. You cannot let that you cannot let that hold you back from where you're trying to get to. Cause we only human, bro. We all have feelings. It's all about who lets those feelings control them. You can't let your feelings control you. You gotta have control over all that shit. And I'm just telling y'all some things I'm just now learning, just now figuring out. So ignore. And when I say ignore your feelings, don't just, be like, man, fuck that shit. Nah, you got them, but hey, y'all gotta step to the side for a little while. Y'all been running my life for years, for decades. It's my turn now. I have to go in beast mode to get to where I'm trying to get to. I have to. You gonna have friends who in that stage of life where they partying. Now, if you 19, 20, 21, 22, hey man, live your life. Live your life. But like I say, once you start to get to that age around 25 and stuff like that, bro, you gotta start getting serious about life. Cause I wish at that age, I would have been more serious about life at that age. But around 25, you gotta get serious. You gonna still have more chances, but 25, bro, that's gonna be a great start. You gonna have a head start. Because you don't want to make the same mistakes of the people that's in your family. Like, look in your family and break it down. Sit back, look at your family, and see who made certain mistakes. Don't judge them, but just sit back and look who made this mistake, that mistake. Sometimes you gotta talk to your family members too, and ask them like what mistakes you regret in your life. And they'll tell you, and you learn from those mistakes so you don't make them. Because this life is tricky, man. A lot of times we make the same mistakes our parents made. We'll make the same mistakes that they made, and we just keep doing it over and over and over. But to stop that, a lot of times you gotta sit back and observe. Hold on. Oh. Yeah. What's up?
They gave me the wrong number. I was trying to call you, and I called someone else.
Okay. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I was I'm about to get loaded up. Got to head to North Carolina this weekend. But I'm back, man. Just back into the door. But yeah, man. Like I was saying, you got to observe people, man. You got to observe so you don't make those same mistakes. But even let's say you make those same mistakes, it's not the end of the world. A lot of times, your mistakes is what gets you better. You get better from your mistakes that you made in life, man. And see, I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of people, for the rest of your life, they go try to hold those mistakes against you for the rest of your life. You can't worry about those people. You can't worry about them. They gonna forever hold you to those mistakes. Don't worry about them. Don't focus on them. You keep going to your next chapter in life. You keep going to your next chapter in life. That's very important, man, because a lot of people really let people hold them back. What people think of you be holding a lot of people back from going to that next chapter in their life, like taking shit to the next level in their life. But now you hearing it, man. Don't let people hold you back from going to the next chapter in your life or taking risk in your life. Because if you do, I'm telling you, you're going to live a miserable life. Man, it was a time in my life where I hated trucking. And it was for a long time. I was thinking that it got in my way. It just got in my way of life. But now it's actually the other way around. It's the other way around. So you may hate your job. You may hate whatever you're doing. You think it's in the way of you actually enjoying life. No. You got it backwards. You got it backwards. Whatever you're doing right now to make your money, to hustle and stuff like that, hey, have some joy, have some pride in what you're doing. Start taking pride. Stop just going through the motions. Because that's, whether you like it or not, that's a part of your life. What you're doing is a part of your life at this moment. So start taking pride in what you're doing. Start being Start being happy that you get to hustle. It's some people who just be at home all day in their feelings, bro. Living in the past while the world's still turning. I don't care, bro. You can live in your feelings all you want. Guess what happened? The world will keep on turning. Every year, things go change. People go get older, and you gonna be still stuck in 2008, and it's 2035, and you still stuck in the past. You have to be able to adjust in life. Don't let your feelings keep you stuck. Don't let your feelings keep you stuck. We all gonna have those flashbacks of, the relationship we missed, the person we missed. We all gonna get those flashbacks and stuff like that. But don't let that hold you down. When you think about stuff like that, just say, "Oh, that was a good time in my life." You can always get that kind of stuff back, bro. A lot of dudes don't think that they can meet a good girl again, bro. Trust me, you can. But first, a lot of times you're gonna have to become a dude that actually loves your life. You're gonna actually have to fall in love with your life, dog. So don't get caught up living in the past, man. I'm telling you, it's the worst mistake ever. It's the worst mistake ever. That's why I say it's important to hustle. It's important to have something you hustling for. Because being stuck in your past, I'm telling you, we all done talk to the older guy who was divorced and he's now 60, 58, and that's all he talk about now. He just talks about those times. Bro, you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that. You actually want to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life before you get what you want. For example, I'm planning on moving to New York. So before I move there, I'm loving my life now. I'm making videos now. I'm loving going to work. I'm loving the journey. I'm loving the journey now. So when I go to New York, that's just going to enhance it. But I can live with or without New York. Because I'm happy now. I'm happy with the ups and downs in life. I know they come. But one thing I learned, when you got money saved up, them downs ain't that bad. They might be bad, but they ain't that bad, if that makes sense. So wherever you at right now, start falling in love with your life. And if you don't love it, do things that make you love it. And don't come up with no excuses. If it's a certain hobby that you want, fit that hobby into your schedule. A lot of times we chill a lot. You scrolling on TikTok a lot. A lot of times you killing time doing nothing. Fill in those time slots in your life. Fill in those time slots in your life. And before you even reach your journey, fall in love with your life right now. Accept that, okay, I lost some good girls. I was bad to some good girls. Accept that. You only human, bro. You allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to make mistakes. People that go around life and they act like they perfect and nothing ever happens. Don't believe that shit. They only hide because they don't want you to see they failures. Don't believe that shit. We are not perfect in this motherfucker. We far from perfect in this motherfucker. So just because you don't see people talking about their mistakes or their downfalls, hey, don't think they not having them. They having them. You just not seeing them or hearing about them. But they'll be quick to point out yours, and have you thinking, oh, everybody else is perfect except me. No, bro. Life do not work that way. Matter of fact, unfortunately, the more mistakes you make early, the more you learn. And the next time you do it, you got an advantage because you already learned from your mistakes. You know? But the main thing is, man, stay out your feelings, dog. I know a lot of guys like listening to sad music and stuff. Bro, listen to that music, let it motivate you. You don't want to live a sad life, bro. You don't want to be sad and like always miserable about your life. You're not happy where you at. Start being happy with where you at, because once the universe see, okay, he's happy with where he's at, I'm telling you, the universe gonna give you more for your life. It's gonna give you more things to be happy about. It's gonna start unlocking new things in your life. I'm telling you, man, keep living. That's why when I talk to young dudes and they be like, oh man, I can't do that, I be like, keep living. Never say what you can't and what you won't do. I always tell people, keep living. You know, it's very important, man. But besides that, man, it's a beautiful day, man. Every morning I wake up, I'm happy, man, because I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I don't think I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. And that's how you gotta feel about your life. You know? And another thing, you don't want to be out here capping. Like when I say capping, you don't want to be out here faking like your life is a certain way. You don't want to be out here, you know, you got a girlfriend and you got to keep up an image to her. You got to keep buying her stuff. And, because I'm the man. Nah, bro, you don't want to live life like that. I actually met a guy, bro, like a dude that's a little younger than me. And he was just telling me how, work for the same company. And he was just telling me how the girlfriend he got now, like he be having to give her money, and like he's at work and like she's overseas, and I just kind of shook my head. He said she been overseas for like 2 weeks. I just shook my head, and like he at work, he was just telling me how she come from a family that like spoiled her, and like he's the one, like she got more money than him, but he's the one still fronting out the money. I'm like, son, you really can't tell dudes like that nothing. But I was just like, damn, bro. He got no kids. I'm like, bro, you got no kids. You 31, my nigga. You supposed to be running it up. You supposed to be running it up and living life at the same damn time. Your girl is on your girl's overseas for 2 weeks, and you still sending her money, and you just started a job, bro. What are you doing? But he told me why. You know, he said, man, she's a Mexican. She's Mexican and she's mixed. I think she black and Mexican. I said, oh, okay. I'm telling you, when dudes got baddies, bro, they just lose all common sense, bro. They lose all common sense. They don't even know, bro. If a girl really like you, a girl will be helping you out with life. A girl be doing things to make your life easier. And see, on TikTok, you got guys saying soft life. And look, if you really think about it, I really agree with them, bro. If you dealing with chicks, your life should be soft. Those days where the man just working hard, and, bruh, those days, those days are long gone. Women can make money easily, whether it's through their own business and stuff. They don't have to work like a job, but they can find ways to make money. And if it's not about money, they can still make your life soft. When you have women in your life, they supposed to make your life softer. Now, when a man just out here, yeah, life hard. When a man just out here getting it in, hustling, hey, it's hard, but we don't complain. You know, we don't complain. But when a woman is in your life, hell yeah, it's supposed to be like that. When the chick in your life, hell yeah, she's supposed to soften that edge up a little bit. You know, so it is what it is. But my advice, this is something I wish I would have heard when I was 25, 24. My advice, unless it's a chick who benefiting your life, and she's seen you through your ups and downs and she's still there, them you keep. Them you keep. You know, but besides that, I wouldn't get in a relationship, man, until your finances right and until you got a stable situation in your life. I wouldn't get in a relationship. I wouldn't have kids until then, you know. Because a lot of times when you're young, you get in a relationship, a lot of times you stop caring about your passion. You stop caring about your foundation, and you start putting your cares into her life. It don't work like that, bro. So how you think most men, when they get a divorce, they lose everything? Because they forgot, hey, it's all about you first. Without you, everything crumble. So you are the foundation, and you got to always remember that. You want to be able to thrive with or without a special woman in your life. You want to be able to thrive. That's very important, man. You know, so don't get caught up in, oh man, I'm ready to get married. No, you're not. You're 26, you're 25. No, you're not. When you turn 30, you're going to be a different man. You know, now you do have some guys that's ready. But for the most part, most men, you're not. Because you got to go through some things in life first. You got to overcome adversity by yourself. So when you do get a family, bro, I just turned 34. Now I feel like if I had a family, I'll be able to handle everything. And I just started feeling like that at 34. I feel like I'd be able to have a family. If we fall on hard times, I feel like I'd be able to bring the family back up and protect the family and stuff like that. You got to be able to go through adversity by yourself multiple times and be able to pick yourself back up. And once you get with a woman, I was like, okay, I did this before. You just follow my lead. It's a lot of things as a man we got to go through before we take on a family, man. It's a lot of things, a lot of times, a lot of us, we messed up the family we could have, because we was young and we didn't have the information. So that's why I'm coming to YouTube to give y'all the information, man. Slow your roll with trying to find relationships. Nah. First, you want to build that relationship with yourself. You want to build that relationship with yourself first. And like I say, man, y'all not going to be perfect because you're only human. So some dudes go hear this and still get in relationships. But a lot of men, we have to learn by touching the fire. For some reason, we got to touch that fire. We have to touch that fire. That's the only way we learn, is by touching it. So yeah, man, I think I'm gonna do these podcasts a lot more because, like I say, I'm actually falling back in love with life, man. I'm actually falling back in love with life. I'm getting over the guilt of the mistakes that I made, because that was really a lot of men hold on to. We hold on to guilt, man. We hold on to a lot of guilt that nobody talk about, and we don't have nobody to talk to about it. At all. You keep all that shit. You keep all that shit like to yourself, and we don't have nobody that we can trust to talk to. To talk to about it. So I learned that working, physical work for men turns into mental work. When you start working, you start unpacking a lot of things within yourself. Because you say, oh, damn, I can go to the next level in my life. I can do this. I can go in beast mode. And you start, while you working, you unpack things in your life. And you start gaining some confidence and some respect for yourself, because you like, damn, look what I'm doing. Everybody else want to go party. Everybody else living for the now. Look what I'm doing. I'm building. I'm thinking about my future. Then you gonna start slowly planning for your future. So hey man, that's all I want to talk about today. But I hope y'all have a great weekend. I think they just finished loading me up. So I'm about to hit this road, man. And like I say, bro, you gotta love this shit, man. I love this shit. Before I get to New York, I love life. I love waking up. I love being free. I love that I didn't make a mistake getting married. I almost made that motherfucking mistake. I'm glad I didn't do that because I'm free. And now all the married dudes I talk to, the first thing they say, bro, don't get married. Stay single. You know why? A lot of men get married before they understand who they are. A lot of men get married before they understand who they are. I feel like once you know who you are, or if you have a woman that allows you to grow, she understands change. Now you have a woman like that, that's cool too. Some men got that. Some men got that. But we ain't gonna hold no bitterness against women, man, on this journey. We ain't gonna hold no bitterness, because like I say, you got some women that come into your life and you will benefit from those women, bro. And shout out to all the great women. Shout out to all the women that don't take from men, but you come and you try to enhance his life. You breathe life into him. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my dogs, man. Let's get it, bro. This weekend, let's go hard. I'm out this bitch.